Morning everyone, happy Friday, or should I say happy Monday. I've had to re-record this because for whatever reason the technical difficulties were there and you couldn't hear me. It might be a relief for some, but here we go, here's an update of everything made in early. Just want to start off with regards to the consultation that's been sent out. It's been a fantastic response so far. We've had nearly 600 replies. We're consulting on extending the length of the school day to 32.5 hours. Currently we're about 30.6. The government is advising that all schools should be at 32.5 hours. There's no directive as to how many lessons they should go within that, but we are looking at extending the taught areas, I suppose, by 1 hour, making personal development not a floating hour, which sort of interrupts other subjects, but it will be a standalone lesson. It is a legal requirement. I know some people are saying, well, why are you doing personal development? It's really, really important. Not only are we responsible for educating pupils in maths, English, science, but we absolutely should make sure that we fully educate our pupils in personal development. That's RSE, that's careers, that's staying safe online. It's an absolutely fundamental part of the education that we give. A few other queries that I want to clarify. First of all, we can't extend lunch. We are limited by the size of the buildings. We can only seat 490 in our canteens in any one go. And because of that, PE, for example, have to have their lessons in period 4 as well, and that's the only space we have really, the mugger, the astroturf and the field. So if we're allowing students out when they're teaching lessons, it really doesn't work. That's why we've compensated for that and looked at extending break time. Now I know a few of you are concerned about break time. A few people have said, well that will lead to more behavioural bullying problems. It won't. I've worked in schools where we do this all the time. We'll have a wet break duty and a dry break duty, and there'll be lots of staff out there in high visibility jackets if this goes ahead, and students are able to burn off steam as well. So they were a few little points that I just wanted to clarify. It's been a while since we've mentioned COVID. Just to let you know that Woking Borough Council offices at Shoot End will be hosting a COVID-19 vaccination children for pupils aged 9 to 11. That is, the children must be aged 5 by the 31st of August 22 and up to 11 or 12 if they're in academic year 7. They are on Friday the 2nd of June from 10 AM until 4:45, so that's in the half-term holidays. There's information there about how you can book onto it. We know how strong our drama department is as well. We've got an opportunity here for pupils to join the Reading Reps West End Experience, which is a musical theatre boot camp. It runs from the 31st of July to the 4th of August, 10 till 5 each day, which is in the summer holidays. If you'd like to book a slot, please do scan the QR code there. Mrs. Tanner's now going to be drip feeding information to you with regards to various different safeguarding aspects. We know that being online is a major thing for children, and we need to make sure that we keep them safe. As a school, we have lots of barriers in school in terms of net support, which monitors children's usage, but I know at home that isn't always the case, and I'm a parent myself, and this is one of the things that fears me the most. Essentially, the National Online Safety Organisation, which the link is there, you can go on there and have a look more, have produced this poster which gives you an idea. So some tips are monitoring viewing habits, checking online content, checking age ratings, checking the privacy settings of your children on their phone, spending time on the app yourself, letting children know you're there, encouraging critical thinking, learning how to report and block, and keeping an eye open for dialogue, and then seeking further support if you need it. You're not alone in this, and if you have any questions or you need some ideas or help, then please do reach out to the school. Undoubtedly, the cost of living crisis has impacted you and everyone else in society, to be completely honest. The Hardship Alliance is asking residents of Wokingham to talk about how they've been impacted using the survey in the link below. It's between Age UK, Berkshire, Citizens Advice Wokingham, First Aid Children's Charity, Wokingham Food Bank, Wokingham United Charities and Wokingham Borough Council. They want your views. Please do take a few minutes to fill in that survey. It's open evening coming round the corner on the 29th of June, so if you have any children in Year 5 or you know anyone with children in Year 5 who may be interested in joining Maiden Early School, then please do encourage them to come along to that. In terms of the students currently in school, we always finish slightly earlier on the day of open evening, so on Thursday the 29th of June we might shut around 1 PM. I will write to you in due course on that, and we start a little bit later the next day because we've got to clear the site and make sure it's fit for the students coming back in again. So normally they come in around 10, half 10 on the Friday. So that's a bit of information about it. There's presentations by myself at 6 and 7:30, but booking is not required. Friday saw Year 13 leave on their good luck day, Year 11 have their goodbye assembly and goodbye day, and we also had Year 10 doing their drop-down RP day, so talk about a full-on Friday. But nevertheless, it was an absolutely fantastic day. It was a pleasure to speak with all the students. The Year 11s are the first cohort that I've seen all the way through from Year 7, so it's quite an emotional moment for me. They don't really need good luck because they've been working hard and the teachers have been working hard to support them. But nevertheless, exams really do start rolling out today. We've got Year 10 RP today. We wish them all the very best in all of their exams. I have changed this slightly. It's now have a wonderful week rather than a wonderful weekend. Sun does look like it's starting to come out. I will be keeping an eye on the heat in terms of summer uniform. I suspect it may kick in from next week, but I will let you know in due course.